So my name's Chris Chadbourne. I'm the plant manager at Oxbo over in Byron, soon to be right here in Bergen. So it's a pretty exciting day for us. I'm really excited you guys are all here. So I have a list of people that I want to welcome and greet. So Rochelle Stein, Genesee County Legislature, Matt Landers and the rest of the Genesee County team there. Brian Cousins, the President and CEO of Genesee Chamber of Commerce, Town of Bergen officials, Town Supervisor Ernest Hayward, Mark Swanson, Karen Eli, Teresa Robinson, and Gary Fink, the Planning Chairman. Village of Bergen officials, Mayor Joseph Chimino and Todd Cargill, Assemblyman Steve Hawley, Representative Claudia Tenney, represented by George McNeary, RJ Ball, Senior Director, Industrial Development and Foreign Trade from the Empire State Development, Chris Swazi, the Executive VP and Workforce Development Chair, Mark Massey, the President and CEO of the GCEDC and the rest of the team over at GCEDC, Leah George Van Scott and Stacy Henning from Greater Rochester Enterprise, the Patrick McGee from Byron Bergen School Superintendent. So thank you guys all for coming. You're out of our normal reach of people. Just want to take a moment on behalf of the entire Oxbo organization to thank a few people who have been key in getting us to this moment today. And I apologize for the blowing papers and wind here. I ordered the sun, but I didn't order the wind, so I'll work around that. First off, I want to thank our board of directors, and their confidence in our teams has really helped make this dream a reality. It's been a lot of work, a lot of time to get us to this point, so I want to thank those guys. The team at Geis Companies, Conrad, Joe, and Kevin, and their teams were incredibly helpful in helping Oxbo realize its goals and building a world-class facility right here in Genesee County. David Trzynski from Trzynski Consulting. David's been our right hand on this project for the last 2 years. We started with an idea and a dream and a napkin sketch, and I think a couple of sweaty games of hoops, but we figured out a way to get David involved in this, and David helped drag us over the finish line to get us here. The entire team at the GCEDC, Chris Swazi and I, we started talking about this at a BOCES event a couple of years ago, and it's really crazy to me that we're standing here on 50 acres like this, actually seeing this thing come to fruition. So with his help and the rest of the team at the GCEDC, we've been able to make this a reality. And I'd really be remiss if I didn't thank both John Gloss and Matt Hickel for their tireless work in this project over the last year and a half with me, and the rest of the Oxbo team as well, because it's not just a couple of guys at the front dragging this thing. Everybody else has stepped up and really done a great job backfilling and helping us get to this point. It's not just the work that we're doing at the project, it's also the work we're doing as a company that's got us to where we are. So if I missed anybody, I apologize. I'm not a professional speechwriter or thanks giver. I'm always very thankful and really proud to be where we are. So this is quite the moment. It's pretty exciting for us. It's something that many of us thought was only a dream, something we thought would never happen. But here we are today on 50 acres of farmland that's just getting a glimpse of what's to come for us. Something extraordinary. Just think, a year from now, these massive dirt piles will be gone, and the area we're standing in will be our new home. In a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility building high-tech harvesting equipment. For over 50 years, Oxbo has been proudly building equipment in Genesee County, and today I'm proud to say we'll be doing it for another 50 years. Oxbo believes in Genesee County, the surrounding area, and its people. Western New York is home to some of the finest colleges and universities in the nation and has an unbelievable education network set up through its local high schools and associated tech programs. This system will continue to support an already incredibly talented group of employees in the engineering and manufacturing sectors. This growth will be the foundation to the future of agribusiness in Western New York. I want to thank you again for taking time to be here with us today and celebrating a truly momentous occasion. So first I'd like to introduce Mr. RJ Ball, the Senior Director of Industry Development and Foreign Trade, Strategic Business Development for New York State.
So if you were listening to Chris, he said he's not a professional speechwriter, but he wrote my speech and sent it to me last night, so I guess we'll throw that away. And it was everything that he just said. So starting from the bottom, I guess. But thanks everybody from Oxbo for having me, for coming out today. It's Manufacturing Month nationwide, so it's great that we're here to celebrate yet another groundbreaking for yet another manufacturing project. Usually I'm not the speaker at these things. Governor Hochul or Commissioner Hope Knight from Empire State Development are usually the speakers. And they apologize that neither of them could be here today. They've been super busy, but I've been at a bunch of these with them recently. So it's great to see from my perspective in economic development that it's working. You know, Empire State Development supports both the location and the growth of companies across New York State. And with this particular project, we were able to support this in two different ways. We were able to support the town of Bergen by doing a Fast New York grant to the Apple Tree Park here, which supports the businesses that are here and Oxbo's location here. And then we were also able to support the Oxbo project itself directly with our traditional incentives through Empire State Development. And it's going to bring a lot of jobs to Genesee County again, and we're doing that a lot lately as well. And it's also going to keep everybody that's been a part of the growth of Oxbo here in Genesee County. So we're very happy that you're here. We're very happy that we were able to make that a success. And I'm extremely happy that you laughed at that first joke, because obviously I made it up when I was sitting in my seat. So thanks, everybody. And I think I'm giving it back to Chris, right?
RJ, thank you very much. I'd now like to welcome Mr. Steve Hawley, Assemblyman for our local area. And I should know the number, Steve, and I don't, and I'm sorry, I don't know the number.
139.
139. Steve, thank you.
I'm sure everybody, how's that, better? I'm sure everybody remembers the 139. It's a very, very important number. I'm not quite sure why, although there are 150 different assembly folks throughout the state of New York. And of course, just like everything else, number one starts downstate. Doesn't mean they're number one, because we're here today to celebrate yet another success story in Western New York. And I try always to look at these projects as a regional win for all of us, regardless of the geographic location. Although as a Genesean, I'm certainly very, very pleased that it's here in Genesee County. I'm looking at the front row, and I see some great longtime friends, friends that started this so many decades ago on a hope and dream and planning and risk-taking and borrowing of money. That's what the American dream has always been, and we hope to reinforce that as the days go on here. So to all of you, Lefty and Paul and the rest, how about a round of applause for these folks right in the front row? Coach Swazi, who has another actually job that pays him from the EDC here in Genesee County, has, along with Mr. Lazzaroni, been championing things for the last 4 or 5 years. I sat on the Genesee Valley BOCES Board of Education and was sitting on that when I got elected to this job a number of years ago. And we were always very, very proud of what BOCES did and the product that they put out. And today's gathering here today reinforces that glow with your hands. Genesee, Livingston, Orleans, and Wyoming County, for folks that aren't necessarily meant to go on to college. And we have jobs, and Oxbo has jobs, will have jobs for them right here in Western New York. So Coach Swazi, keep up the good work with glowing with your hands, getting people ready for real jobs in the real world. We continue to be impressed with Oxbo's continued expansion. This is going to create a lot more jobs in Western New York, going from that Byron Road facility formed so many years ago. I toured last summer and saw what they were doing over there, and it's just an amazing thing that they've accomplished. Here we're going to have a 195,000 square foot facility in Bergen, right next to another hometown favorite and success story, Charlie Cook, right over here at Liberty Pumps. So you can realize the American dream, and we're all from right here in Western New York, and there's a great deal to be said for those that take risks and want to succeed in the American dream. So with that, I do say to all of you that are making this happen, congratulations, and keep up the great work, and next year we'll come back and open the factory itself. Congratulations.
Pleasure. Thank you, Steve. Now I'd like to welcome up to the podium Ms. Rochelle Stein, Genesee County Legislature Chair. You as well.
Thank you. I'm also affectionately known as Shelley, so we'll go from there. We all know that necessity is the mother of invention, right? And I would say to you, leave it to a farmer. Just leave it to a farmer to be in the center of that innovation and growth, from repairing pallets to a multinational entity. The vision and the passion to grow industry here at home gave birth to today's Oxbo. Local homegrown talent and skills joined up with innovation then, and now have created the need to continue that growth in supporting agribusiness in our county, our region, and our world. Speaking from the farm perspective now, technical sophistication is the hallmark of equipment that is designed and manufactured at Oxbo for agriculture. Farm producers locally and through the world are very familiar with the Oxbo name and know that the design behind the units do the necessary function with precision, and they're also field tested. Thank you. Today is especially exciting for us here in Genesee County and myself personally. Having friendships with many of the founders and those who have dedicated their lives to the business, but also to the community. Dedicating years of volunteer service to the quality of life here in Genesee County, regionally, and also on the state landscape makes today even a bit more special. Celebrating our economic foundational business vitality is the perfect reason for the success of Genesee County's economy. And on behalf of the Genesee County Legislature, congratulations to the Oxbo family and to the staff. You are amazing, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts in Genesee County. Please continue.
Thank you, Shelley. Now I got to bring up Coach Swaz. We all affectionately know him as Coach Swaz. His official name is Chris Swaz, E. Some of you guys know him. CJ's dad, if you didn't put that together. CJ Swazi. No one ever talks to CJ. As he was told to me, he was described as the silent assassin in his youth basketball team, but he works in purchasing, and this is his dad, Chris Swazi.
Thanks, Chris. All right. As Chris mentioned earlier, there was a lot of great planning that happened, and it happened at the YMCA, believe it or not, right? So Joe, Dave, and I play basketball, and we've had many of years of meeting at 6:30 a.m., Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We play a little basketball, we talk a little business. We play a little basketball, we talk a little business, and that's what we did for years. And now to see this is incredible. $43 million project, soon to be 196,000 square foot facility right here, 140 jobs, and you see all the people in the background here, and then they're going to create 60 more new jobs. And that's really incredible. When we see economic and workforce development, they're both team sports. On the economic development side, we are certainly proud of this Apple Tree Acres, and with this last project here, we sold out Apple Tree Acres. How about that? And so the town, the village of Bergen, incredible partners. We were able to help with this project, along with the county, the state, GRE, and other team members really help take things to the next level with this project. We helped with a $1.2 million grant from R.J. Ball and Empire State Development to upgrade the electrical facility that's going to be needed for this facility as well as the rest of Bergen. And also, Jerry connected with NYPA and got an allocation for hydropower, being a municipal electric area here. So both those things, coupled with Oxbo's huge investment, is really servicing Bergen and Genesee County all together. Then on the workforce development side, like I said, it's a team sport. When Chris and I met at Glow With Your Hands years ago, these guys jumped in. I mean, we have the youth apprenticeship program. We have mechatronics going on. Actually, we have a hiree, Evan. Where are you, Ev? In the background right there. He was one of our star pupils. There you are, Ev. I see you now. Everybody, give Evan a round of applause. So he came out of the apprenticeship program where juniors did a job shadow. He did it here at Oxbo. His senior year, he did a paid internship, and now he's working here as an apprentice for Chris and Oxbo, and that's part of the system. So we're so happy that Chris embraced this, and all the programs we're doing in workforce development are working. And really, you see the evidence with Evan. So with that, we got 60 more jobs to fill. We plan on doing that pretty quickly. Thanks again, everybody, and good luck with Oxbo.
Thank you, Chris. Last up to the stage, I'd like to invite Mr. Joe Perzia, President of Oxbo High Value Crop. He's been around for a number of years. I know this is a big dream of his as well. So, Joe. Thank you.
Knew I should use the bigger font. So first and foremost, I want to thank my fellow coworkers for all their hard work, exceptional talents, and unwavering dedication to make a day like this even possible. Thank you. I am truly privileged to lead this group of world-class people who build world-class products and soon to be a world-class facility. I'd also like to thank one of the original founders of the company, Dick Glazier, who I'm pleased and happy to be here today. Dick started the business back in 1969, and he created a customer-focused culture that's still in place today. He left a blueprint on how to successfully conduct business with honesty and integrity above all. I'm thrilled to continue to grow this business and further develop the wonderful thing you started. Thank you, Stick. I also like to recognize Paul Dow and Jenny. Paul, former owner. Along with Dick, whose innovations are still a major part of our product designs today. Paul is a relentless innovator, a problem solver. His tenacity to make better products for our customers still carries on as a central purpose for our engineering group. Thank you, Paul, for all your lessons and contributions. I'm going to lose this here. I'd also like to acknowledge outstanding contributions of some former employees who have since retired. Gary Stitch, who was our president for nearly 30 years, wonderful leader, very well respected. Andy Talbot, again, former owner with Dick and Paul, was our vice president of sales. And Jim Nowicki, our former CFO, who I see, thrilled for Jim to be here, who retired in 2018. These are some of the most admired leaders and colleagues in our long history, and I miss working with them. Thank you, guys. Just want to mention our MC, Chris Chadwarn, plant manager, also the project manager for the building, along with his project team. These folks have been doing their day jobs, trying to ship equipment, plus manage this enormous project, and I know all the hours and all that went into it, and the passion that it took to put this together. So, Chris, thanks and for your team. We outgrew our facility back in the late 90s. So some 25 years later, we finally thought we should do something about it. so a little slow to the take. Sorry, guys. Over the years, we prided ourselves on lean manufacturing principles and to try to get as much production through a tiny space as possible, and we did. But being resourceful, some say frugal, has its limitations. And the physical environment is no longer suitable for a growing company. With full support and encouragement of our shareholders, we are moving forward in this new chapter. I have worked for Byron Enterprises, Byron Equipment Company, and now Oxbo International, all the same. To this day, I'm still surprised at how many people that I come across from Genesee and the surrounding counties who don't know who Oxbo is, nor what we do. It's understandable, for this to be the case, especially if you've ever driven by our factory not too far from here on Byron Road. Our current facility sits nestled around some farmland in the backyard of our founder's home. Passing by our factory, it wouldn't be clear to most if it was just a large farming operation, part of Elbrook Farms, or a collection of disjointed buildings from a big-time hobbyist. I often refer to our business as the best-kept secret in Genesee County. I would guess starting today, this will now change. So thank you all for coming and sharing in this truly momentous day in our 55-year history here in Genesee County. Thank you.